What is going on, guys? No Dave eating video today. Gonna be a Q&A. Try to keep around 10 or 12 minutes so you guys can just get through your cereal. Right now I am up north running through the 6. I am in Canada with Umoro, one of my sponsors. They make the drop-in water bottle I stuff my toe right now. But I'm up there for the weekend, so I'm very excited. I'm up there Friday through Monday, so I figure give you guys a little Q&A to watch, learn a little bit more about me. So we're just gonna blast through this. We're just gonna go through it. No, shut up. First of all, Sean Kaufman, I watched some of your early videos and you swear a lot. What made you change the person we see today? I respect you changed also. So in my older videos, yes, I used to throw an F-bomb here and there and say whatever I wanted to. And there was a certain life event that happened that made me, it kind of opened my eyes and realized I was like, you know what? You really should watch what you put on the internet and watch what you put out, because what you put out is your public perception, okay? So what you put out is exactly what people are gonna see. And when you work in the professional world, it's probably not the best idea to just be on the internet throwing around F-bombs, doing whatever you wanted, doing whatever you want, and it's not the best thing. So I get a lot of people do it and they're like, I'm like real, but it's not about being fake. It's about showing a different side of yourself and decide, when you're with your boys and you want to, rag on each other and you want to, curse a lot more, I'm all for that, But, you don't talk the same way to your boss. Maybe if you have a girlfriend, you talk all like, you don't talk like that to everyone. So, when you're on the internet, I'd recommend you show the side of having maturity and not just being like F, because A, it gets annoying, and B, it just is not going to end up well for you, I promise. Dank Homie Juan. How do you keep yourself in the mindset to keep progressing and set NPRs during long plateau periods of your lifts? So keeping the mindset, I always am just hungry for that success, hungry for that strength, the PR gains. But if you notice, my progress isn't super fast. My progress isn't something that I pride myself on. And coming into the YouTube game, being the same weight I am now, and deadlifting 500 pounds at the time, and now deadlifting 600 pounds, people are always going to expect more of you. They're always going to be like, you need to be progressing more. You need to be progressing more. Because this person's doing it. This person's doing it. Every person's situation is different. So if you are not progressing as fast as someone else, if you are not progressing as fast as you would like, see if you can alter some things. But if you're doing the best of your ability, you're having fun doing it. I think a lot of people, they almost make it seem they're like, if you're not progressing every single time, you might as well just not even go to the gym, Max, because you suck so hard. Like, have fun. I still enjoy going to the gym all the time. I love it. I love deadlifting. I've been deadlifting for like 3 years now, and I love it every single time. And, weight is relative to someone's strength, but, when you get to a certain point, your weight, you'll be happy when you get like a 5-pound PR in like 5 months. As weird as it sounds, and some people are like, no, you should be making that every single time. You'll get to the point where you'll be like, all right, I'm happy with 5 pounds in the 6 months. But, I'm just enjoying my time in the gym. Chris Barber, when you started YouTube, did you ever expect it to be so well received? No, I did not. I never expected YouTube to be like a big part of my life. And I think a lot of people rag on YouTube because they're like, oh my God, you make videos, Max. Like, well, it's not hard at all. I can do that. Doing videos consistently and having your mindset in it, like having a passion behind it and making videos because you want to make videos, like multiple times a week, and making it as interesting as possible. You're never going to please everyone. Someone's always going to hate on one thing you do. And as soon as you gain popularity, people then will even hate you even more, especially when people are trying to do the same thing. Maybe someone else is starting a YouTube channel. You get more popular than they do. And then the smaller channel will hate on everything you do. There's no reason to hate on anyone's YouTube channel. There's no reason to hate on anything anyone does. Everyone does stuff for a purpose, and if someone's gaining popularity because of what they're doing, then why wouldn't they stop doing that? As long as they're not being fake. And it'd be hard to fake something on YouTube for like a consistently long period of time. Like eventually you'd slip or someone would see through it. But I just try to be real. I mean, I'm pretty much the exact same on and off camera. I say a lot of stupid things. I try to be pretty witty and funny. you know, pretty much what you see is what you get. You guys see that when you go to expos and you see me there. Jordan Badov, what do you enjoy most about being a YouTuber? Interacting with all of you guys, getting emails, making videos, reading comments. It's just all awesome, and it's just cool that it's been able to allow me to travel and network and do a lot of cool things and go a lot of places that I possibly never would have done if I had not started this thing. Nick Wright NWB, rest in peace, is the reason why I started YouTube. If there's no Nick Wright, there would be no maxxchewning. Lit light. Have you had the entrepreneurial mindset even before YouTube? Hashtag ever forward. I would like to say I've always been, I've always had a passion in business, but in different, you don't have to like textbook business, anything where you're trying to like make a product or like, market yourself or grow yourself is kind of business to me. And I used to do that. Back in the day, I used to be big into Jeeps, and I got really good at fabrication. I did welding, I made cages, and then I started a company. I didn't really start a company. My brother and I called it Mad Max Custom Off-Road. But even then, people started seeing, my talent, that I could weld, that I could fabricate, and I could build things with my hands. And I started making stuff for other people. I made like roof racks, I made roll cages, I made sliders, like side steps. I made tire carriers, I made front bumpers, I made rear bumpers, I made tube doors. Like I made all these things, and I would ship them all over the United States. People would have bring their car to me, and I thought it was so cool. And it's like every passion that I get into, especially when it's entrepreneurial, like I thrive off it, and I want to continue to see it grow. So I want to say that I've always had that passion. So yes. All-Star Tennis, will we ever meet Sister Tuning? I do have a sister. Her name is Brittany. And, if she's ever in the area, for sure you guys can meet her. Again, not everyone that I hang out with wants to be on the camera, but she lives in near Virginia Beach. So, obviously we don't live that close to each other, and she has kind of her own thing going on. She's actually engaged, so very excited for her. Julio is the name. When are we gonna see, when you're going for a PR, do you load up on carbs then prior night as well as that morning? That's gonna be a case by case basis. When I'm going for a PR, like just standard gym PR, I don't change anything. it's either programmed in, or I'm just going in the gym and I YOLO it and I do it. So no, I don't have any recommendation for that. I think carbing up a couple hours before, you're probably good to have that energy. Josh Hancock, yacht or private jet? I guess private jet, but I mean, as much as you guys think I'm into like super fancy things, like you see like me wearing chinos and like very inexpensive watches, and you guys think that I'm like spending crazy amounts of money. First of all, I'm 25 years old. I work a full-time job, so having a lot of pair of chinos, having a lot of button-downs, having multiple pairs of dress shoes is the norm for anyone my age doing what I do. And a lot of the stuff I buy is very inexpensive. I buy everything on sale. I'm not someone who blows a lot of their money on really flashy things. Like my dream car is my realistic dream car is just a Grand Cherokee SRT, because I'm not really a car person. I don't really want like a super car. But again, like if I was making like crazy amounts of money, I'd have to decide to change my lifestyle. Obviously, I'm not making the amount of money where I can buy supercars and stuff. So I don't know that mindset, but if someone was just like, Max, here's $1 million, like what would I do differently? I don't know. I would travel more on the weekends, do like more day trips. Lauren Whitmarsh, thoughts on nutrition whilst on vacation? Well, whilst on vacation, enjoy yourself. You can do intuitive eating is what they call it. I mean, I don't really track my food, but if you ever track your food, if you ever track your calories, I guarantee you'll always look at food differently. You'll always be like, that's a lot of fat, that's a lot of grease, that's a lot of carbs. So, you be smart, but if you want to have some fruity, delicious cocktails with a little umbrella in it, if you're of age, of course, I say by all means. You're on vacation, enjoy yourself. It's part of living, not necessarily. But one thing you don't want to get in the mindset of is some people think that in order to live, in order to have fun, you have to shove your food in your face, and I don't think that's true. I think that you can just be smart about it. I still think you should be hitting as much protein as you can. And Nella's eating my sock right now. Stop! Yeah. The Guifer. Have you ever had an injury? What did you do to start again? Luckily, I've not been. No. Do you see this? Get it. Luckily, I've not been injured. I have sprained my wrist a long time ago when I was a kid, and then the most recently thing that I've done, fitness related, was I was snowboarding one time while I was working out, is what I mean, and I pretty much fractured or bruised a bone or something on the top of my left hand, and it really affected my training. The biggest thing that I would recommend is to not be dumb and try to train before you are fully healed. That's what I did. I should have waited like 4 weeks. After like 2 weeks, I was like, oh, I'll get back in the gym, and it prolonged the recovery time by like tenfold. It was miserable. It was dumb. Juan Mendiato, what was your initial weight when you started lifting? 145 pounds. So I'm about 173 right now. 165 to 170 is where I fluctuate. I started out at 142 to 145 pounds. So over the past 3 or 4 years, I have gained 20 pounds of lean body mass. As lean of a body as I have, I've gained 20 pounds. Got a lot of Juans. Juan Garcia, best advice to make sure you make weight the morning of a meet. That would be to make sure that you're the weight. If you go in like 4 pounds over the night before, plan out your meets accordingly. Make sure if you need to diet down, diet down. If you want to do water loading, do water loading. What are foods to eat after you weigh in and during the meet? Everything. Carb up, get some energy back in, get some electrolytes in. I'd recommend getting sodium. Usually everyone seems to go like IHOPs. There's no IHOPs around, so pancakes. Final question: What was I like as a kid? Ellis Alspo. A big old pain in the ass is what I was. If my parents could describe me and my teachers could describe me, I was always getting in trouble, always running my mouth, always just doing mischievous stuff. I was never into drugs. I was never into violent things. I was never into rebelling against my parents in terms of just running away. I was actually a pretty decent kid. I'm sure I would hate to parent myself as a child. I hope that when I luckily it turned out, but I'm surprised my parents were I don't know if this kid is ever just gonna grow up. I don't know if this kid is ever gonna turn out well, but I think I turned out pretty well. But I just always get in trouble ever since the second grade up until I went to college. In trouble, suspensions, detentions, not for punching kids, not for bringing cigarettes to class. It was for just not shutting up and throwing bouncy balls in the hallways and just doing all sorts of stupid stuff. Just getting into mischief. I was just a mischievous kid. But whenever I'd get in trouble, my mom would always be like, well, I'm glad it's not I'm glad he's not into drugs or anything like that. I've never been arrested. I've never gotten in trouble with the law besides when I was skateboarding, they had the cops called on us and they just called our parents. I think they might have written us a warning once, but that's about it. But so yeah, trespassing is what I've done. Skateboarding back in the day. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's kind of just casual video. Maybe you're smiling by the end of it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like this casual EF shirt. Again, I am a 173 pounds. I wear a medium. It's a great casual fit. Launching August 6th, this Thursday at 12 noon Eastern time. Thank you. Maybe I'll run into Drake this weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun running through the 6 Month Woes. But thank you guys, and I'll see you later.